You either grow or die, and I'll choose grow every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim they worship.
Life is too short to not make understanding the truth a priority.
Here's the thing about the music business. It's a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs. Also, there's a negative side.
It's all dualistic.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
No two people should ever agree completely on everything. If that happens, one of them isn't thinking for themselves.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Hey, do you think there is people who don't know what that is?
Probably, but I mean, it says what it is right at the top of the thing, so I'd hope they would.
Yeah,
know.
but even so, do they
Yes.
still know?
No, they don't know. Some people do. They're going back like, oh, it's hitting the memory thing like it did with you. You're like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, I used to love that on Game Boy. That was the first one
yeah.
I tried.
All grainy video.
No. Yeah.
Well, that was
yeah.
that was like 2010 in Kazakhstan, right? You guys got
yeah.
Game Boy?
Yes, it was a great time. We all celebrated. We got some
American
new tech in.
Game Boy
We got new tech, motherfucker.
for the village. Technology.
Yeah, let's celebrate. Yellow, black, and white. That is what it was, right? Yellowish, black and white.
It was a weirdish color, yeah.
It's like black,
shades of
black
gray.
and white with a yellow layer on.
Yeah, exactly. That was the shitty screens back then.
Do you remember? You also had to. There was some add-on you could have where it had a lamp and it was like thick. It had a lamp and it had a magnifying
Oh yeah, to
glass.
make it look like a big ass screen. Yeah, I
and
forgot
that
about.
shit was so big, man, and high. You know, like the things we had to do to.
God, the
portable
90s.
gaming.
Remember the Power Glove? Oh,
Was that on the Nintendo? It was like
Yeah.
buttons and
fucking for boxing, and it was on your. I mean, you could do other stuff with it too, but it was mostly for that boxing game or Duck
and
Hunt.
the cross. Duck Hunt, love that.
Man, that was a good one.
You know you can't play that on the LED TVs, right? Today you have to have a CRT for it to work.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I did not
And another
know
thing,
that.
another thing I liked with the CRT TVs was I don't know if you know this, but it has like scan lines. It's called. It's like it makes it look a little bit better. Today, you know, you don't have the scan lines. It's just a flat, clear picture. But back in the days, you had these little lines in between the pixels, which
You missed the lines.
I miss the lines.
It made things what? What were we gonna say? Shit, I cut
It
you
just
off.
no. It just makes it look better. I don't know why, because of the lines. Right now, it's just
There's a lot of things that I think, like for me, yes, CGI has gotten real good. Now I guess just AI. They're not using regular CGI anymore. It's all AI generated shit. But there's something about the old movies that used animatronics and special effects instead of computer stuff. And even though, yes, it may not look as real, it had a better feeling to me. Like the old horror movies and stuff when it was like, blood splat, like cheap shit like that.
yeah.
Then now they're like, oh, look, there's actually blood pumping out of this artery and you can see it and it's spraying. And like, yeah, maybe that's more realistic. But I like movies for movies. Movies are supposed to be entertaining. They're not supposed to be like real life. It was just much better back then. Like
it's the
even
same
like
with
the
games.
Gremlins
Oh,
and
yeah, I
shit.
remember
When
Gremlins,
they did puppets, any Labyrinth, fucking Labyrinth, no computers at all. It was all puppets and animatronics. If you've never seen, have you seen that, Vince?
I don't think Labyrinth, but I've seen
The David
Gremlins.
Bowie movie. Watch
No,
Labyrinth. It's insane.
Which year is it from?
The 80s sometime. I don't know what year, but
Is
it's
it
a good ass
thriller,
movie to
horror? What is
begin
it?
with. Like a fantasy thing. Like it's really weird. It's
Okay.
they go into this weird land because her little brother gets kidnapped and she's going to rescue them, but like there's trolls and golems and all this weird stuff, but none of it is computer generated. Like it's all real shit and it just fucking looks insane. To me, that looks like a fantasy world. When you watch something like Avatar or something, it's like, what the fuck is this? This looks fake as fuck. So I'm just saying, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe kids today think differently. I think the old stuff that looks shittier looks better.
You know, another thing I just saw a few days ago on Twitter is that what they had in the movies in regards to the lighting was they used the incandescent, what is it called? Incandescent lights.
Yeah, incandescent. Yep.
Now they're using all LED. And that makes all the lighting look cold and dead. But back in the days, they used those lights. And you know what's great about that is that Trump has brought those lights back.
He did, actually. I can give him that.
Have you seen that video?
I mean, I don't know if he did it himself, but
no,
his administration has brought them back for sure.
No. He talked about it at some press conference. He's like, we're bringing back the old light bulb. What the fuck are you doing here?
How did this even happen?
What?
Wait,
hold on.
We forgot to change the link. We got to change the link now.
Yeah, it's Ferret. This motherfucker, right? Ferret 8 just jumped in.
What you think this is? Some kind of flop house?
Yeah, you just hang out or something, Ferret? I don't even know if she hears us because her thing, you know, the thing shows like she has 0 connection. But she's in here. What's up, Templar? What's up, Cram? Lock in. Hashtag lock in. The Village Game Boy. What's up, Haywood? The 90s. Yes. Fuck, man. You know, I keep seeing those videos of the 90s and the 80s on Twitter.
It's like, hold on. I got to write this down. Because everyone needs to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Where
you find
we're not going to do it the same way we did it before. Go there.
Uh-huh.
All our content's there. You got 7+ podcasts pumping out shit and tons of bonus content. Early release of episodes. Go there. Check out everybody's podcast. Check out our merch store. It's all there. And also check out canambullion.com. Oh, look, silver's up a little bit today, where you get your gold, silver, and platinum bullion, coins, bars, all the good stuff. Order it. Comes to your house in a nondescript pack. This is not financial advice. It's just telling you how to hedge against inflation and not how to not be a retard. So maybe do that. Go there, order it, put it in your cart, buy it right away. Don't wait. Prices go up and down constantly. You don't want to pay too much and you don't want to pay too little. Vince is going to come when those Trump coins come back. We'll see. It takes fuel to make coins because they have to heat them and print them. And now that Trump has cut off all of the fuel to all of the world, we may not be able to print these coins anymore. But go to canambullion.com. Anyway, okay.
Canambullion.com. Canambullion.com. Very good gold and silver. Get there for good prices.
Good prices, yes.
What were you saying
Okay.
before Ferre jumped in with the light bulb, right? Yes.
Yeah, the light bulbs. But then you were talking about
Oh, Trump said light bulb.
the 90s. No, watching the videos in the 90s.
Yeah.
So maybe the world's always been a simulation. If it is, that's when an update happened. If not, that's when they kicked a plan into full effect or something. But it honestly bothers me that kids today will have no clue what it was like to grow up without a cell phone. Because let me explain something to y'all youngsters, if any of you are listening. You think you have freedom now because your parents let you go places and you have the cell phone and all that. We had real freedom back then because parents knew they still couldn't just lock you in the house, but there was no cell phones. So you told them you were going to some friend's house and you went to the house and took their phone off the hook and just fucking went, because if you took a phone off the hook, it would just be busy. Your parents would think every time they called, someone was just on the phone because there wasn't even call waiting back then, motherfuckers. So you could just do that and then go do whatever you want, come back, put the phone back on the hook and pick up. Oh, yeah, we're here. His mom just ran out to the grocery store. I'll be home in 15 minutes. Like, you guys have no clue what it was like to grow up back then. Away from staring at your phone, away from... This is a big one to me that a lot of people don't focus on. Remember when you and your friends at any age, even when you were too young to talk about it really, to know anything, you still wanted to discuss stuff, and you would get on a topic and you would sit there and you would go back and forth because no one knew the answer, and you could have a little friendly conversation, debate, whatever you wanted to call it, and you'd go back and forth, and both people would end up learning something they didn't know before, even if it was on a small scale of fucking stupid as a kid about sports or anything. But now they pull out their phones and Google it, and they say, see, I'm right, and that's over. That whole experience is gone. That whole debate, that whole learning about people because of this and that and all of that, all of that's gone because now they just Google it. Just like kids used to look up to their parents because their parents had all these answers that they had learned throughout life. Now, even if the parents are right, like say the kids ask their mom about some old recipe and she knows the real old way that the real people used to do it and is saying this, and the daughter's like, that's not what Google says, you're wrong, mom. Not only do you not respect your parent as much because they don't have all the answers, but then you're giving up on past traditions and shit like that. Like, there's a huge thing to that I feel like people overlook, that having the quote unquote truth at your fingertips is not always a good thing. Not always. Sometimes it's good, but not always.
We talked about I think we talked about that back in the days when we were talking about why the youngsters don't respect the elderlies no more. Is because of that. Because there is no reason now for them to respect them because they don't know it. Listen, it's not even that. Today, the elderlies, they are the dumb ones because they don't. I mean, to the youngsters,
I know what you mean. They don't know how to access. Yeah.
Yeah. So now they look dumb, even. Like, you don't know jack shit. I know better. I'm 12. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
It's even worse because of that.
I mean, and it's been going on for a long time, but not that long, because before a certain point, like the early 1900s, late 1800s, there wasn't too many giant advances. And I'm not even talking about internet. I'm just talking about like Most people knew most of the stuff because it was all the same shit. It was farming, it was blacksmithing, it was raising animals, it was all of that. There wasn't much more to know. Now, there's banking, there's internet, there's real estate,
Bitcoin,
there's
crypto.
Bitcoin. There's all these things that all these kids have access to at any second, and it doesn't mean they're even getting the right answer, but they think they are. So they're getting these answers instead of going and asking your grandpa and that conversation turning into something that you never would have thought it would have turned into. Instead, you're checking Google and the day's over. And that's it. Or you go on to something else. Like, these are not good things. That's why when people are like, technology's so great, I'm like, is it? Is it? Like, certain parts are so great. But
Remember
on
when
a whole, I don't think so.
everything is too instant. Back in the days, you could, for example, I was into video games. You could order it from Japan, and it took weeks, and you had to call the postal, like, have my package come in. You know, now it's like, I order it right now. It comes in 7 hours from now with a robot. Like, it's like,
I can do you one better. Fucking, if you wanted to watch a movie before, you had to get in your car, drive to Blockbuster, walk up and down the aisles, find one, and then you're like, oh, there's not any. And then you're like, oh, fuck. And again, what happened then? You ended up picking a movie that you never would have picked, and it ended up being one of your favorite fucking movies ever. This direct, instant gratification, instant answers, all this shit, I don't think it's good for us, man. I really don't. I think life is a quest, and when they cut that quest short by giving you all the answers in the palm of your hand, you miss so much along the way. So much. Like, from everything, from learning how to work on cars, from learning how to play an instrument even, because now you can just have AI make it for you. Before, people wanted to make songs, they had to learn an instrument. Now, I'm just going to have it. And nothing against the people who use AI to do stuff. I get that. Especially older people, not older, but people our age who didn't do it by now but want to do stuff. I get that. But when that's the fucking norm, man. When that's the norm, man, it's not good. I don't see any good side to that at all. I think it's, and this is the beginning. Wait till it's generations of this.
That has killed it for real musicians, because, your music might be a little bit better, but this is way quicker. I can just do it myself, get the music I need.
Hollywood is shortly behind. Very shortly behind. I think Hollywood's going to be... Why do you need actors anymore? Why are you going to pay fucking Tom Cruise $20 million to do a movie when you already own his likeness and you can just fucking put him in a movie now? That's it.
Yeah,
why are you going to pay a stuntman? Why are you going to try to edit all this shit? You're literally, it's all going to be AI. What AI is going to be is what movies are going to be is paying an actor or someone who's great at being popular and famous to scan their body, to use their likeness and put it in everything. So this is a great one, but honestly, I'm a little disappointed. No, I'm just saying that they're pushing this as, Hollywood's fucking over. I agree that this is great, but Will Smith's face, they did not nail down. Like,
I haven't seen it. I just searched for
sometimes it's on point, other times it looks all fucked up. And I've never watched the show or movie with this other dude. I don't know who he is, so I don't know how his face is. But I've seen Hancock, and I know what Will Smith looks like, and it's off sometimes. I've seen better faces, but the whole thing, amazing. I mean, in a fucked up way.
Yeah, that kind of looks not exactly like Will, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that's better than some of them. This so is what they are fussing you agree?
About. Wake up, you drunk!
Go away. It's nap time.
Wake up before things get ugly.
Too late, stars and strips. Things are already ugly. You here to sing the national anthem?
I'm here to
See,
bring you
they
in.
didn't nail Will Smith.
Yeah.
But avoid the faces and watch the rest.
They need me to do it.
So they are human.
I bet you didn't do your homework on me.
I
That
don't
one's
need
pretty
to.
good right there.
No one's
Pretty
more
good.
powerful
Yeah,
than
from
me.
the side.
You should go.
But this is just now. Give it 5 years.
1 year, but yeah, 5 years, we're done.
Mr. America's gonna make me get active today.
You know, in one way, this is even better. In what way? In one way, you know what that is? It doesn't
cheaper.
cut. Yeah, that too, but it doesn't cut so fast like.
Oh yeah,
Hollywood
there's
movies
not
does,
100
you
fucking camera
Yeah.
angle
know? It
changes
lets
or
it
whatever.
breathe a little bit, you know, like it lets it like in.
Well,
back
yeah,
in the
because
old
you
days.
can program fucking
You ready to come peacefully?
AI to do a good run.
has
An
ever
actor
humbled you.
might fuck it up 20 times. See, that doesn't look like Will Smith at all. Sorry. It's
Yeah, there's
fucking
something
Bill
with
Smith.
The eyes, right? It's the eyes. Something with the eyes looking off.
The whole thing, the only thing that might be right is the big ass nose. Everything else is kind of wrong. His face is smaller, also. Like, but exactly.
But
I mean,
it's gonna replace it. But hold on. Let me
but
see if
also, your grandma would watch that and think that's Will Smith and not know any different. So we gotta put it in perspective here. Just because we've all spent every day on the internet as this was growing, watching, saying, "Oh shit, look, oh fuck, it can't make hands right," but oh fuck, now it's making video, and we watched this. Granny didn't. Probably even your parents didn't. They don't know what's going on, so they would watch that and think that was a clip from a Will Smith movie, and at most they would say, "Oh, these new cameras look crazy." That'd be it. That would be all. And here we are.
I
but-
just think. Oh, go.
Just like everything else, we're 50 to 100 years behind what they have. So how long has it already been that? And we don't know.
That would mean that many of the 80s movies is not what we thought it was. I hope we're wrong on that. I hope those 80s movies was real. Like Scarface, for example. Let's say Scarface was AI. Fuck, that would be disappointing. Right? All the fucking great moments.
shed
in
a
that
tear.
one. Yeah, that would suck. But hold on. Yeah, sorry, Ferrate. Sorry.
Sorry.
You find value in this broadcast show, show some appreciation with a $5 subscription of Substack, you heathens. Absolutely agree. Thank you,
Heathens.
Soundcraft. Heathens. Payphones and pagers playing outside, especially. Yeah, real truth. Damn straight. Once the street lights came on, it was go home time. Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly how it was.
Bike rides. This new generation of kids are fucked. I'm glad I have no kids to live in this messed up world. I agree, Haywood.
Me too. Me too.
What's up, Bill? Google is how I know it's a globe and you're all dumb flurfs. I hate that word. Flurfs. What's up, Kyle? Tech was good when you had to get on a computer. Yes. Yes, you had to go to a place, a stationary place to access the internet. That was good.
Not anymore.
Yeah, now the internet is everywhere. I no longer care to show anything I write anymore. Ah, you're a musician. Or what? Kinda. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like, what's the point? Nobody cares.
I
Even if
believe
you
so.
did-
He posted a clip and he was like, get me on copyright for this, blah, blah, blah. And then I messaged under it and asked him if it was his band, and he never answered me. I don't think Cram likes me very much, but it's cool. It's cool. We'll work it out later. But yeah, I
he's
think
right,
he is in
though.
a band.
He's right, though. Like, why should you compose stuff anymore?
Yeah.
Like,
We're all
who's gonna
fucked,
care? Like, why?
Oh, that sounds like this AI video I heard. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. It's like, oh, is that AI? No, motherfucker, I spent 3 months with that shit.
Mm.
You know?
So what you're telling me is your career's over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I gave that up. Listen, unless I get like a mission to compose for a movie or a la, my music thing is over. Unless or whatever,
is
like
sad.
let's say it is sad, but it is what it is. So
It was
especially
a
when you
sad day
spend-
for me when I was like, I used to play music professionally, literally. That's all I did to pay my bills. And when I wasn't anymore, that's how I was. I was like, yeah, it's fucking sad, but what am I going to do? Fucking move on.
Yeah, but
You
you,
got
spent
to.
like 10, 15, 20 years working on this craft, and now it's
I
like
know. Gone.
yeah. It is what it is. What's up, Brulio?
Had to
They
come up
messed
with a new.
BB.
Oh yeah, with all their fake AI. Even was it today or yesterday? Come the fuck on. He gave 2 speeches that day that were almost verbatim the same speech, and it was 2 different people. It was absolutely 2 different people. When you
Okay,
put
I
the
haven't seen
images
that.
next to each other, oh, I wish I could find it. Maybe I can.
But let me before maybe while you
No,
do
no,
that,
no,
I
you
wanna,
go.
I want to
Yes,
see
exactly.
if this is the 80s, 90s.
No, I didn't do any of that, but
Yeah, I don't like dancing, but even I would be dancing in here. This looks like late 80s, early 90s,
yeah.
mid 90s to early 90s or something. Okay, let's see. This is all from this fucking dancing place.
All of it? That's it?
Yeah, I wanted to find, like when they show like how it was in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Because I don't remember that at all. That's way later.
I know. But I don't know how to find it.
How to find what?
You know, those videos reminiscing back to the 90s or the 80s, high school or whatever. You know, there's clips of back in the days.
Back in the days.
Compilations.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch
Yeah.
of them. But
Oh, Pamela Anderson.
I don't see the damn side-by-side video. I saw it. I swear. But I see the videos that are very different.
What is this? I don't know what the
It's
fuck
not
that is.
90s either, really.
No.
Anywho,
Yeah, I don't know how to find it. Yeah.
fuck the 90s. They're gone, man. They're fucking gone.
No, that wasn't my band. Thy art is murder. Yes, musician.
Oh. So I was wrong and right
Hmm.
at the same time.
How can you be wrong and
You know.
right at the same time?
You know. You know.
I don't. I
Okay,
really
hold
don't
on.
know.
So here is one video.
Oh, BB.
Yes. No, not remove. Why does it, it says remove
It's
from
because
scene?
it's
not.
Hold on, it's because we
You
did
fucking
this.
eyeballed it off, bro.
Now you have to remove
Okay.
the individual shared screen.
Yeah. We're good. Okay, here's one.
that threatens the entire world has to be stopped. Israel and the United States are working together
Just
for
look
the
at him.
entire world. And it's time to see the leaders.
Look at his
of the
hairline.
rest of
Look
the
at his
countries
face. Look at his
join
ears.
up.
Look at all of it.
I'm happy to say that I can see some of them beginning to move in that direction. but more is needed. President Trump's call to have the international community confront this terrorist fanatic regime of zealots, that is a call not only for the security of America and the security of Israel, it's for the security of the entire world. And it's time for them to act.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that now, hold on. I'm not saying it's not a real thing. I'm saying that these two are not the same people, even though they're allegedly on the same day.
Okay, let me see what it is.
Third thing they did is they fired an intercontinental ballistic missiles 4,000 kilometers right into Diego Garcia, the American-British base.
They did.
They can reach now with these
Only they didn't.
missiles everywhere in Europe, almost everywhere in Europe. I've been warning that for years. The fourth thing that they did is that they shut down the important maritime strait of Hormuz, trying to blackmail the world with oil terror blackmail. Four things that they're doing in 48 hours. And I ask the leaders of the world, the leaders of the free world, the leaders of the moderate states, what more are you waiting for? President Trump has correctly said that Israel, the United States and Israel in this great partnership, we're fighting the battle not only for ourselves, but for all of you. And he asked a simple question, where are you? And it's time to heed President Trump's call, his leadership, and his vision, not merely for our sake, but for your sake. Third thing they did,
you know,
is they fired,
for me,
for your sake.
If this is AI, for me, it's not necessarily.
I'm not saying it's AI. I think it's two different body
Actors.
doubles. Yes, going out and playing him because they don't look alike. One's skinnier than the other. The other one's ears look different. Like the mannerisms are even different. The voice sounds the same, but the projection is different. There's different like.
To me, the voice was the weird thing in this video clip that you played because it didn't sound as usually his voice is like. But it was too clean this time. I don't know. Maybe he was just excited or something.
What does that mean from Cram?
I see no live streams. What?
I mean, I see it on mine.
What are you talking? I
mean, I see it on mine.
Maybe it's blocked for him, like in his world.
That's fucked up.
But how are you in here? Rumble.
Oh, shit, man.
Better to just write music as an outlet now. Yeah. Brelo, you think he's a goner? Who has a better chance of being alive? Epstein or Blippi? Ty, maybe? X is being gay again.
This is Rumble.
Better to just write music as an outlet now. Yeah.
So.
That's so weird.
Thank you, Cram, for letting us know, but I think it might be on your end.
I don't see it either. I had to go to Ted's page.
What the fuck?
Oh, you mean it's not on your feed? It's not Poppy. Do you see it, Poppy? No, Poppy. Some people are always on Rumble for some reason. I
mean, I see it on Rumble, but
I have a feeling we're getting high on a different type of hopium when we're saying he's dead.
That's entirely possible because I do get a little rush of endorphins every time there's a video that's like, and I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, I feel bad. I shouldn't ever want anyone to be dead. But
what do you think about, before we go into the Canada thing, what do you think about, did we talk about this? I don't know. But,
there's plenty more to get into before we go into the Canada thing.
Yeah, Mueller, when Trump said, good, is dead. Good.
Oh, no, I didn't even see that.
What? That became a thing just a day ago. See, that's how fast everything is rolling. That shit was like a day ago, and it's already old news, or it's buried. But, yeah, he said, Robert Mueller is dead. Good. He's a horrible person. Some shit like that. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Whoa. I mean, you know.
Well, he's a horrible person.
No apology for you, Graham.
This is the tweet or the truth. Robert Mueller just died. Good. I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people.
Everyone, and thank you for being
All right,
here.
sir.
2 years ago, the acting attorney general asked me to serve as special counsel, and he created the special counsel's office.
Fucked up.
The appointment order directed the office to investigate Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election.
Bullshit.
This included investigating any links or coordination between the Russian government and individuals associated with the Trump campaign.
I have to say this. There's a lot of Christians who say, like, Trump is supposed to be Christian. He should not be saying this, even if Robert Mueller was an asshole. And you know what? I disagree. Just because somebody dies doesn't make them a better person. They just died. That's it. You know
That's
what I mean?
all.
Yeah. Like, let's say the world's biggest piece of shit died. Well, the death doesn't make that piece of shit better. He's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's still a piece of shit for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faux show.
So I think Trump is being real. It's like, fuck that guy. Good is that. Good. No, but it's not a Christian. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Why? Should be just because he
Fuck
left
that
the
dude.
game. He left the game, he becomes a better person? Fuck that. I'm glad he left the game. Good. The world became lighter. Fuck off. You know? Let's piss on his grave if we can. Let's do an
Fuck
event.
off.
Yeah, let's do an Erica Kirk event around it, you know? Yeah. Let's fucking come out like a WWE and shit.
Oh,
dress up and, get high and shit. I don't know. It's a happy party. You know, this soft bullshit. And it's fake. Listen, this is all my opinion. But I think it's fake when they like, but we shouldn't talk. But it's fake. Anyways.
It's fake. They're doing it in their own house.
Yeah. Wasn't on my feed either. Had to go to Ted's page. So that's where we're at. That is where we're at. Have you retweeted your own stream, Ted?
No, I haven't retweeted it yet.
Maybe you have to do it. Because otherwise they'll have to go to your page. I want an apology. For what? Pull the truth post. You need to see it. Yeah. Here it is. Did you guys see that Epstein? Yeah, Florida Pete or something, right? His name is Florida Pete.
Yeah, he apparently lives like 30 minutes from me. I'm going to try to message him and see if he'll come on our podcast.
Oh, really?
While he's hot. Yeah, he's in West Palm Beach. That's like 30, 40 minutes away from me. Palm Beach Pete. He was driving on 95. I drive on 95 like every fucking day, dude.
You know what's funny is, what if that is Epstein and he's just, done plastic surgery to look different?
Yeah,
That's
that
possible.
too.
Who knows?
So the thing about that is, people were like posting the teeth, the bottom teeth, and they're like, look, it's the same. It didn't really look the same to me. Like, yes, it looked close. Yes, there were similarities, but it definitely didn't look the same. There was for sure some differences. So,
But I have heard, I don't know if it's true, but that he used to party with Epstein. Have you heard that?
I mean,
I don't know if it's true.
what I think is, honestly, I think this dude just happens to look like him, and someone
Riding
picked
on the
him up
wave.
driving in his car, and he's riding the fucking wave. He's some old dude who happens to look like the worst man ever, or one of the worst people ever, and is just
I
like,
don't know if that's a
"Oh,
good thing or a bad thing.
I mean, I feel like at this moment he thinks it's a good thing, but I think it's turning quickly. I think he'll think it's a bad thing pretty soon.
Do you think there is somebody out there looking like Hitler? Like with the mustache and the hair and everything.
Oh.
And he just
I don't know.
decided to have that mustache and look like that, you know?
And they're like, "You look like Hitler," and he's like, "Who?" Like, he's never even fucking heard of him. What? What do you mean?
That would have been awesome. Please, timeline or whatever.
Just
create
that
one
happen.
of one of those Hitler Pete's. Florida.
You heard
Hitler.
it here first. This is where it's
yeah.
going. Palm Beach Hitler.
Yeah, with like one of those fucking Florida shirts or suits like Miami Vice. Hitler in the Miami Vice outfit. Nice.
You put the ripple out there now, bro. It's gonna happen for sure. It's definitely gonna happen.
WWE isn't fake. Oh, you're that guy who says like, "It's real to me, damn it." Have you seen that? There's a guy crying. It's real. A WWE fan that, you know, sees that. Hold on. WWE, it's real to me, damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. While you're looking for that, let's talk about how Netanyahu just said that they hit Diego Garcia, even though I'm pretty sure they didn't hit Diego Garcia. And who the fuck is Diego Garcia? No, I'm kidding.
It's army place.
It was a CIA base. You can't find it, bro? Damn it.
It's weird.
I'm disappointed in you.
Me too.
Highly disappointed in you.
WWE crying fan then. What about that? This is like
probably
the
find
biggest clip ever, and it's not there. It's real to me. Oh, maybe it's on YouTube then.
The biggest clip ever, and it's just gone. It's just fucking gone, bro.
But everybody has seen. Oh, yeah, here it is.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Holy shit.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome.
Did he say take it
Thank
easy?
you so much, Mr.
I think so.
For all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Take it easy, man.
I think that's one of the WWE guys.
It is. Take it easy, man.
They're like, listen, it's not that serious, man.
Thank you.
No.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Oh my god. What the?
It's real. Yeah, that was the
I mean,
Haywoods.
I guess some people choose different paths. Some dudes like vagina. Some dudes want to do that. It goes either way, you know? I don't know.
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess we all have this to a certain degree. Like when we watch a movie, we know it's fake, but if it's a great movie, we can really get into it. Like some movies, they can touch
you know what gets
you know?
me is there's only been a few of them, but like long series and Netflix that I used to have back in the day became the proponent of this, because when you watch it on TV when I was young and it was like a week apart, it's totally different. Then for like 15 years, I didn't watch TV. I was always gone. I didn't even have a TV for a long time. And then Netflix came around and I was like, oh, I don't pay for cable, but I'll have Netflix, blah, blah, blah. And then you would watch like these series, like episode back to back to back to back to back. And like you feel like you know these fucking people. Like it fucks with you in some way.
Yeah.
It's definitely a spell of some sort.
And if
That
it's done
I do know.
really good, you as you say, you kind of buy into it, and it becomes real for
Yeah,
you.
like
even though
not
it's fake.
really if you think about it, but in your like the back of your mind, yes, it's like you're in it. You're like, oh, what's gonna happen with this person? Like you're referring to them as if they're a real person when they're not a real person. Yeah, that's why people will stay up and fucking. Oh, we watched 20 episodes, binge watch this, and we only slept for 2 hours because they get fucking caught up in that shit.
Yeah,
caught
you
up
get
and drug in.
jump into that world. And for the people who cries at movies, you're literally crying for something that isn't real.
I know.
I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How is that possible when it's not real? But apparently it is possible because
Real enough to make you cry.
yeah. And I guess we could say this whole reality is not real in that it's, coding, that appears real. So
Could be.
yeah. So that guy,
Could
if he
be.
thinks WWE is real, let him be, man. Let him be.
Let him be.
People like him see us as cattle. It's hard to feel anything for someone like that. Who, Muller or BB? Get him on the pod.
Either or.
Most excellent. Yeah. Pedo Beach.
I'm gonna try. He's talking about Palm Beach Pete, bro.
Far worse people have passed on his watch, and he hasn't gone to that extreme to shit in them like he did right there. Far worse people.
You shit in them?
Who are they? The far worst. Well, is it Rothschild? Or who? He's wearing a New World Alliance shirt. Is that what it is? The crying fan. His heroes. Okay, hold on. Are you doing something?
I dropped a video in that I was gonna share later in a little bit.
Okay.
Couple minutes.
So I have not seen this thing. You just told me like I don't know, a few hours ago about this shit, but some Canada plane crash.
Oh, we're on that? Okay. Yeah. So I can't help but watch this and see what happened with an ambulance. A plane hit an ambulance and got fucking destroyed, but yet we're supposed to believe that 2 planes took down 3 buildings.
Also
the Pentagon.
Okay.
So this is the video of it. This is fucking rough, man. And it doesn't make sense. Like, what we see doesn't line up with the pictures. Oh.
Dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So, okay, that's supposedly what happened, right? A gigantic fucking plane hits an ambulance. This was today or yesterday, Graham. Today or yesterday.
But what about the jet fuel?
So, look at some of the other posts I sent you of the photos, because you can't see the photos from this. But look at the photos of how the plane was. Now, it's hard to tell from that, but someone posted a side-by-side picture of one of those planes that isn't destroyed. But think about it this way. We've all been on planes, right? Can you see my cursor? Oh, what happened?
What? You want the other one?
Yeah, put that back to that other one. I was trying to show you. Can you see my cursor on there or no?
No, it's only from my end.
Just look right behind the crumble zone. That's a seat window. Up to the right. Up to the right. Right there. So that's a seat window. So that's up a little bit. That little window. The window, bro.
That one.
Yeah. The very first window there. That's a passenger window, which means the spot where you board the plane at the front, the spot where the fucking flight attendants are, the cockpit, all of that is gone. Up to the first passenger seat. And we're supposed to believe. I mean, I don't even see how that happens hitting an ambulance. Honestly, I really don't.
Well,
but
I mean, idiot. It's because the speed of the plane crashing with the speed of the ambulance going that way creates a force,
a ripping effect.
Yeah. You're comparing a moving ambulance to a still, steel building. It's not the same. It gets worse. Yeah, idiot. If if you have an ambulance going this way and the plane going this way, it creates a double multiplying thing.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that plane's all fucked up.
If the ambulance stood still, then it would have been a different thing. But the force, gravitational Newton something, Newtonian.
Fucking
yeah.
Newton.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I guess we solved that, so we don't need to connect that to 9/11.
I don't even fucking know what happened here, but this is crazy. Apparently, the story is that the air traffic controller told the ambulance it was okay to go, but like, how do you not see that there's a giant fucking plane coming in?
Yeah, that's
maybe
retarded,
if you're in the driver's seat and it's up above, I don't fucking know, man. But either way, this is just like
ambulance. Yeah.
Where is that ambulance? Where did it go? It's fucking demolished, just evaporated, apparently.
Is there any better video? Is this the best video we got on this?
That's the only video I've seen on it. I looked for more. That's the only video. But that's like somebody's video on a screen, so there has to be a better video out there somewhere. But I haven't seen it. But that's like, let's watch that once more.
Dude, the guy is retarded. So here is the ambulance, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't look to his right, apparently. He doesn't look to his right. Because he stands still a little bit. He slows down there.
Because the plane clearly can't just stop, so.
Yeah. Oh. Idiot. What? Look, he has this amount of time to look to his right. Like, is there something coming? Yeah, something seems to be coming. Okay, back the fuck up. But no. He continues on. Probably vaccinated, right? This guy is probably vaccinated.
Probably for sure. But also, who was in that ambulance and what happened to them? Fuck,
well,
man.
It looks like the ambulance is not too damaged. I mean, it's damaged with the rumbling around, but it didn't
just crazy.
Get crushed as the plane got crushed.
And it's so ridiculous to think that this cut through steel beams and took down a whole building.
Well, this is not the same plane. Those planes that went into 9/11, they're made out of lightweight steel. Or something.
No, that's not.
This is one of those cheap ass planes, Yeah.
A cheap ass plane?
Yeah.
I like a good ass plane.
Yes, a bunch of asses in there.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but I just think, A, this is ridiculous that this happened. B, I think it's ridiculous that an ambulance did that much damage to a plane. There may be more to this, who knows? But also, if an ambulance really did do that much damage to a plane, this clearly completely destroys the nonsense narrative about one cutting through steel beams.
Well, hold on though. There is community notes. Let's read them. They're gonna tell us. The LaGuardia crash that was in Canada was a CRG 900 max weight, 80,500 pounds, rolling on a runway at 93 to 105 miles per hour. The September 11 attacks were Boeing 767 max weight 395,000 pounds, flying at 440 to 587 miles per hour. See, I said that. They're gonna come up with some bullshit about the speeds and shit, creating a bigger impact.
That's a great fucking story, and that's awesome. But the impact it would have would still be relative at speed, because if steel and concrete can destroy aluminum, they're like, oh, but aluminum at that speed, you know, it could cut through better. No, at that speed, you have to look at it as a plane hitting a building at that speed is the same thing as a building hitting a plane at that speed. So if a steel beam and concrete building was moving that fast and hit a plane, it would destroy that fucking plane. So what's the difference? There's no fucking difference. That's why when they do test cars and, oh, this one was going this speed and this one was going this speed, then you add them together. But if only one is moving, it doesn't matter which one's moving. If the plane's moving and the building's moving. So my point is, if you took the World Trade Center and smacked a plane with it at that speed, what do you think would happen to the plane? Do you think that the plane would hurt the building? Or do you think that it would fuck up that whole entire plane and nothing would happen to the building? Very little.
I think, by now, everybody should know that the 9/11 thing, regardless of what you think, like how it happened, no planes or hologram or planes or drones or whatever, we know there was an inside job, regardless of what it is. Like, there was an inside, like NORAD standing off just at the right moment, the planes, protecting the airwaves or whatever the fuck. All of them was on a fucking, what is it called? Exercise at that time. It's just not, no. Come on.
No.
It's.
I don't even think there was a plane, bro. I don't even think there was a plane. Honestly, at this point, I don't know that there was even a plane to begin with. But if there was, those flights are normally full at that time of day going on those paths they were. Even with the official story, they were at like 1/3 capacity, which is suspect to begin with. A lot of the passengers, even that they listed, were members of government agencies or the airplane companies, or not just regular people that did regular things. So I don't know that there were planes. Even if there were planes, I think the people on them were made up, or they used and paid off people to go disappear and change their name somewhere and say these people died. I think all of those phone calls home were bullshit. I think all of that's nonsense, because planes don't vaporize and disappear. The one at the Pentagon supposedly went into this tiny hole and the wings folded up and went inside. The one in Shanksville fucking hit the ground and turned into liquid because it was so hot and went underground. There's no fucking landing gear. There's no luggage. There's no body parts. There's no plane pieces at either of these sites. There's none of that at the fucking World Trade Center, except for the one engine piece that wasn't even the right engine for one of the planes that hit. Like, all of these things make you know that, I mean, I'm almost positive there wasn't even planes to begin with. I really
same with Pentagon.
Don't think there was planes.
No wings. We didn't see any wings in the Pentagon, right?
Yeah, not only no wings, but the roof was still intact where the tail would have hit. There was just a hole with the top and the sides. That was it. So how does a plane go in that? And the official story is when it hit, the wings folded back and they went in through the same
Into
hole
Pentagon
that the plane had already met. Yeah, no, that's what they said about the Pentagon. That's the part I was saying. The fucking, I don't even know what they claim about the wings on the fucking Twin Towers. That's just ridiculous.
It's too fantastical to believe in.
It really is.
It's too many things that doesn't.
It really, really, really is.
So
Go ahead.
Go.
No, I was gonna change the subject to something that we didn't get to on Saturday.
Oh, okay, yeah, do that.
So I'm not saying this video is true. I just want everyone to watch it from start to finish, and then we'll discuss it after with the comments, Vince, everything.
Okay.
So it's gonna just put it up if I click add to scene, right? That's fine. Whatever. Here we go.
I've been finally given permission to discuss the work that I do on a contractor basis with a government agency regarding the investigation, research, and development of what's called a temporal adjudicator. I'm putting some of the schematics up, and this is an incredibly rare and interesting picture of the portal that is created by the adjudicator. Basically, the adjudicator not only allows someone to move through time in actually a very limited sense. You can't go incredibly far into the future, and you can't go very, very far back either way, but you can go essentially a few years in either direction. They're allowing this to happen, especially on the social media platform, not on anything that is sort of mainstream in terms of media outlets, because, well, they really have a policy, whether it's UAPs and aliens or something like Temporal Adjudicator, of telling the truth. And what they bank on, what they completely expect, is that it will be dismissed, ridiculed, marginalized, ignored, and they still then have the moral stance that they have told the truth, and you guys just didn't believe it. So that's why I'm not going to spend any time trying to convince anybody of its veracity. I'm just telling you about my experience. So here's me going through it. And what's interesting about it is not only can it go forward and backwards in time a few years, it can actually go anywhere in your current timeline in terms of location. So it basically eliminates the need for trains, planes, and automobiles. You can basically go to, this beach in the Maldives, anywhere you want to go. It's simply an adjustment on the adjudicator technology that allows you to go. I mean, that's actually how the technology first got developed, was trying to just simply create a technology that allowed essentially like a Star Trek beam me up Scotty, transferring someone from one place to another. It was then later found that through basically the synchronization of certain wavelengths on the adjudicator, that you could affect a movement away or beyond one's timeline or backwards. So this actually, though, in terms of this speech here, I think it's just a side interesting issue. I want to point out that this is a time that in the next 2 years, 2026, where the two suns, see how the sun's really weird lately in 2024 now? Well, guess what, people? That's just the beginning of what's going to happen.
Hold on, pause it.
Sky,
wait, I have to pause it.
No, no, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you can.
No. Yeah.
So this is clearly from 2024, and he's talking about weird signs in 2026. And then I just saw this photo today that, yes, I know things can be AI. I'm putting a little trust in people. That there's clearly two moons. That there's clearly two moons. There's no denying that is two moons. That there's something going on there if that's a real photo. So we may be able to find that after, but I just want to point that out. That this is from 2024. He's talking about 2026. We're in 2026 now. So.
Okay.
Really weird lately in 2024 now? Well, guess what, people? That's
fuck
just
you, Bill. You don't know this isn't real. Stop it. Stop it, bro.
Who knows?
Quit pretending, dude. Quit pretending like you know.
The sky, the sun, the stars, the space, let's just put it that way. And two suns by 2026 is completely known, accepted, and not even a weird thing. The truth of it, there is, it's a better shot of it, although it's still overcast in this shot. I need to get a better shot, and I will. But this is an example of it. So just as a people that are going to say, hey, tell me about the lottery tickets or who wins the World Series or stuff like this, I can tell you this, that is something that people, they can't hide that for long, and they don't. This is actually, you should go back, if anyone wants to do a freeze frame on, this is in LA, this is a museum, and I'm going to actually let the thing play in a second at the end. But here's me putting in, for the 5100, and it's an old IBM legacy machine. John Titor has first mentioned this.
John Titor, that's the time
traveler. Yep.
of a time travel technology, and this is actually loosely based on the T-Tour model, but this is a bit different. But there I am creating a portal by just putting in.
He just has a green sheet hung up in a fucking parking lot field, and he has something put on it.
5100 doesn't even need to be plugged in because it has what's called a latency charge. But this is, I'll show. I go through this, and this is another example of a little bit different portal than the first one that you saw. But nonetheless, this one is completely effective and basically shows the space-time distortion that's created. Now, once you go through the portal, everything sort of regulates, and you're able to see things in the normal sense.
What the fuck? Hold on.
This is definitely not real, but let's have some fun with it.
I don't know about that. Hold on. What if it is?
I mean, definitely is a hard word, but you know what I mean. I'm saying it's...
Look, this will now reflect back when it goes in there. This house and shit.
Because it has what's called a latency charge. But this is, I'll show. I go through this, and this is another example of a little bit different portal than the first one that you saw. But nonetheless, this one is completely effective and basically shows the space-time distortion.
Pause it again. So that's what Bill just said. That's the one thing I had a problem with. Those kids in the beginning looked completely fake to me.
Yeah, could be.
Once you go through the portal, everything sort of regulates, and you're able to see things in the normal sense. But if you look back, this is, the portal will remain for approximately an hour, sometimes even 2, depending on the charge, the latency charge of the 5100 that you're using as your primary temporal adjudicator. But if you look
Pause
around,
it again. If this dude is bullshitting, he needs an award, because he sounds so confident in what he's saying, like it's just, oh yeah, it is. You just need the adjudicator and the fucking, like it's nothing. Like, oh, don't you know? Yeah, I'm coming back to tell you dumb people
he
this.
totally believes himself. Yeah, he's a great actor in that case.
Adjudicator. But if you look around, it starts to collapse, and when you see collapse, you got to go. Here's a little funny little bit, though. You got to hear this.
I was assigned to record anomalies and find other wanderers not receiving correctly. Eventually, it was discovered that I was leaking my videos to the app TikTok. Although there was no way for admins to stop me, this was eventually put to an end with the ban of TikTok in the year 2025.
Oh, well, then he's wrong. TikTok wasn't banned in 2025.
Maybe that was a different timeline.
Dude, but if this is real, that just proves that it is a simulation. If it is real. If it's not, it's still a simulation.
Dualistic.
Yeah, it's still a simulation. Either way.
Either way.
But if it's real, think how cool that is. I could walk in there, go back to 1982 and see Freddie Mercury. Fuck yeah.
Honestly, even aside from the time travel thing, I cannot believe that there isn't teleportation yet. If the universe is made up the way they say it is, and all things are just atoms and things vibrating at different frequencies, and really we're not solid matter, that we're just vibrating molecules, so technically you could... If all of that is true, why can't you scramble those molecules, send them somewhere else very quickly, and reassemble them? Especially if we live in a simulation.
Quickly. It has to be done very quickly. Because how long can you be dismantled?
I don't know. How long can celery stay good in a Ziploc bag, bro?
I don't know, but if it's a long time that you're dismantled, one would expect that you would be dead. Like your body is in a dismantled
but
state
yet
for
you
like
can
7
time
hours.
travel.
No, but if it's like that guy, what is showing that you're just entering somewhere else. I don't know. I can buy that for some weird reason. I don't know why. I don't know how it works, but
I can't figure it out, but I can buy it.
Crazy, yeah. I kind of buy it. At least I want to buy it.
You know, it's a good.
Any of that's possible. Anything is possible. We have learned that.
So. Yeah, especially considering everything we see today.
Especially little kids talking about Mandela effect.
Yeah.
So
guy.
that little fucking kid. Yeah. Oh, I see you have Trump pulled up.
No.
I turned my head for a second.
No. But I just have it ready. We don't have to go straight away. Keep your thought. You were talking.
No,
about
I just mean like I
the
don't.
Kid, the simulation.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the simulation thing. I don't know, man. I find it very hard to believe that all we are is a simulation. But then I also know that anything that we experience is electrical firings in our brain. So in reality, if our brain, let's say, I'm going on a crazy conspiracy thing here. If our brain is actually some sort of highly advanced chip and everything we experience is electrical firings in that chip, our brain, how different is that from a simulation? And if you believe that when you die, your soul goes up to heaven, that would mean that what you're in is not actually you. So isn't that by definition almost a simulation? Because what you are is not what this is. And this is proven by, I mean, to get down to like nitty gritty detail, if you lose your arm, both your arms, both legs, you're still the same person. Your soul hasn't changed. Maybe you'll be real fucking depressed, but your soul hasn't changed. So if you take away parts of your physical being, your soul doesn't change. But if somehow they could take away pieces of your soul, I guarantee you everything would change. So I don't think our bodies are us. They're something. So again, isn't that by definition some sort of simulation? It's something that is outside of this controlling something inside of this.
Yeah, and when you sleep
What
on
is
your
that?
arm and it gets the blood back, you know, it's like electrical little things happening. You know, you know, it's like firing off, getting back the senses. And it is electrical signals that is moving my arm right now.
It is.
At speed.
That's what's so crazy to me. It's all electrical signals. And that's what, like, this brings me both ways, though. That part of me makes me think it's a simulation, but also, if it's not, or even if it is, well, if it is, it's not that amazing. But if it's not a simulation, what other thing in this existence or that man can create would take food, plants, animals, whatever, and now whatever else they put in food, and convert that into electrical energy? Because we know that our muscles and everything work off of electricity, literal electricity. But where does that come from? That comes from putting lettuce and fruits and meat and dairy into our body. So we take these things and
it must be something with the stomach and the acid, and then that does some chemical thing that then the body can absorb convert it into energy.
What if it's bigger and different than that?
Like what?
Tell me something that's never been alive that you can eat that will give you energy.
Never been alive?
Yes.
That you can eat?
Yeah.
Like a potato?
A potato is alive. Potatoes grow. Potatoes react to sensory things. It's alive in some way. Just it's not alive the way that you are. It's definitely alive. Is there anything you can think of that, well, Honestly, I can't think of one thing that isn't alive or was never alive, recently alive even, because you can't eat a 2x4 that's wood. A tree was alive at some point. Has to be recently alive. So something that's died in the last 6 months in one way or another, aside from freezing meat. You get my point. Can you get energy from that?
What
Is
about
there
water?
anything you can
Is
think
water
of?
alive?
Well, but
does
you can't
water
live.
count?
No, water doesn't count because water hydrates you, but you can't live off of just water. You still need something to create energy.
And you can't eat sand, right?
Ooh, hold on. So
Honey.
you may technically have something there, but I think honey falls into the same category as like milk, because you can't make honey without something that's living, and you can't make milk without a cow that's living. So, and the sun, yes, the sun gives you a lot of stuff, but again, without taking in something, and I think we eat way more than we're supposed to. We're not supposed to eat 3 meals a day. We're supposed to fast, maybe eat 1 meal every 2 or 3 days. That's how we're supposed to be. We're fat, overweight. We think we need that much food, whatever. But really
Mr.
think about
Fasting
this.
himself. Yeah.
And yes,
Yeah.
honey will be different because honey lasts thousands of years. So aside from honey, but even honey, I think, falls in the same category as milk, like I said, because you don't create honey without a bee. But
That's a good fight.
That's a good comment. My point is, aside from honey and maybe anything else, Frey, great answer. What I'm trying to get at is that something has to die in order for you to live, be it plant, animal, whatever. Or something has to have something taken from them. So the only way for you to keep living is to steal and take energy from another living thing in some way. So now, is that the same thing as stealing loosh? Is that what they're doing to us by stealing our loosh? Is that's what they need to keep alive? Because you can't keep going without something you're taking from something else that was alive at some point. I could be wrong, but if anybody can prove anything that isn't created by, didn't come from, or wasn't supplied by something in some way that was alive at some point, and you can survive on just that, I would love to hear it. Because I don't think you can. I think in order to survive in this world, you have to take the energy from something else living, which works in a simulation or in not a simulation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay, let's play this a little bit regarding this.
That at the American Museum of Natural
You're just
History
gonna
in New York,
skip over all
they're
that?
putting together Neil deGrasse
I agree.
Tyson.
It's just we have to keep things moving. That's all.
Astrophysicist, a mathematician, a philosopher.
I mean, this is the same
and
subject.
they had the most packed crowd they had ever had in the museum. And the question that they were debating,
Is that Neil deGrasse
living
Tyson?
in a computer-simulated universe?
Which is just bizarre, isn't it?
Well, wait till you
And who's
hear
that?
some of
That's
the
the guy
things that
from
come
Coast
out.
to Coast, right?
Yeah,
What's his name?
yeah. A something, right? Alan. No, not Alan.
I forget his name. But anyway, the guy from Coast to Coast, damn.
Yeah.
So during that discussion, there is a professor, Jim Gates, from the University of Maryland, and he studies supersymmetry. This is dealing with subatomic particles. Now we're going into atoms, we're going to quarks, leptons. And he presented evidence that has puzzled him and everybody else. Why is it that when he is studying quarks, leptons down in the subatomic world, that they are finding what are called error code corrections?
What is that?
That in this world, when we work on a computer and we need a browser, it is the transmission of information through browsers to computers. We have to have the same error code correction. Or you might say, he's finding in the study of the subatomic world in the universe, error codes that are like what we are using in computers on Earth.
Hold on, pause it real quick.
Starts the discussion.
I don't want to forget this. What if, I get how this looks, but what if they're reverse engineering something that God created and using cues from that in order to create code, and it just happens to be working on a computer level also.
Yeah, but it still confirms that this reality works in a similar fashion, even if you're backwards engineering it. Like,
oh yeah, for sure, but that's how it works in real life too. So my only point is that just because something works in code and also works in reality, you can't say that reality came from the code. Maybe the code came from the reality, and they found a way to figure out how it worked. But
why should the reality even have a code?
That's what I was going to say. Well, I mean, how do you, if you're a god or you're a creator, how do you create a realm with rules, with physics, with all of that?
We're not supposed to see reality as a code. We're supposed to see reality as some completely different thing. Like, this is reality. We don't know what it's made of, how it works. You know, it should be like that.
I think somehow just now I figured it out for myself. I'm not saying it's the answer. I'm saying that we have about 50% of reality wrong, and we have about 50% of what coding really is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And when those come together, I feel like they're probably almost the same thing. So I feel like we do probably live in some sort of I've said this before. I think we do live in some sort of simulation, but I think it's a level of a simulation that we can't fathom because we're still thinking in a simulation that a computer can create and not an all-powerful being can create.
Yeah. You know, somebody said it in a really good way. Like, we are the characters inside of the video game, and we can't understand the whole reality because we're in it. We have to be outside of it to be able to understand it.
Also, let's be honest. That's all of us say and claim, and it's true that our quest is for truth. Because to me, nothing is more important and also more satisfying than knowing the truth. Once you know the truth and there's zero debate about it, there's like this, like, I know now. That's over. I don't have to think about that. So, holy fuck. God damn it, I lost it. I'm coming around. What were we saying right before that? Oh, so if we did know the whole truth all at once, like, say right now you knew every answer to everything in this existence,
I think it would break the whole thing, like, for me.
Yeah, but would you even want to be here anymore? You'd be one of
I don't even think it's possible for me to be here.
But I'm just saying,
everything.
Oh, yeah. So if you knew everything, you wouldn't even want to be here anymore. Because if you have all the answers, there's no quest left. There's nothing left to find out. You already know it all. So what are you even going to do? Why are you even here?
So you're saying, like,
so,
one
like,
of the
we all
main
want to know the
requirements-
truth, but the quest for the truth is better.
Yeah,
it's better than the
has
truth.
to stay somewhat unknown forever while you're in it. Otherwise, you can't experience it the way it's supposed to be experienced. Yeah, it has to be that you can never fully know the truth while you're in here. But when you exit, maybe you'll get every truth that there is when you exit this shit. If there is another realm.
I think that, but I also think it's like it's even on a more basic level than that, of where, so say, have you ever had a vacation planned and you're working your job and you know, like, in a month the vacation's coming up, that trip is coming
Looking
up.
forward.
Yes. And for all those weeks, especially the week leading up to that vacation, that is the better week than the actual vacation itself, most likely. And then the week after that is one of the worst weeks ever, because you have now passed by the thing that you were looking forward to and it's in your rearview mirror. So these,
yeah,
it's the quest for the truth that is the drive.
Yeah.
If you actually had all of the truth, there'd be no drive anymore. It's the anticipation
the
of
simplest
it.
thing is to say the sex thing. The act itself is way better than the end, because I mean you're working towards the end, but the end is so brief.
But
and
it's not even just the act. I'll go further than that. It's the lead up to the act, especially early on when you don't know if it's going to happen or not. It's the whole thing.
All of that shit.
It's the picking her up. It's the, am I going to say this? Is she like, it's all of that part is way better than the, like, and then it's done.
Right?
So it's always the
journey.
Yeah, it's the journey
about.
Exactly that's
But
important.
somehow
So
we
if
tend
we
to
had
forget.
every answer that we wanted, there wouldn't be any. There'd be nothing. There'd be nothing left to crave, to go forward, to question, to learn, any of that, and that's all gone. So anyway,
It's like watching a movie and then skipping to the end instead of watching.
yeah, it's
the
like a
full
fucking
movie.
Tarantino, son of a bitch.
So what does he do?
He'll
He
play
shows
the
you the
last
end
scene
in
of
the
the movie in the very beginning, and then everything else will be all around leading up to it, and then not always, but anyway, yeah, that's the fucking point, man. It's the journey, bro. It's the journey,
And that means hard times is included in the journey. We tend to hate the hard times, but it's part of the journey. You know?
Again, the hard times are bad, but what's some of the best times you've ever had in your life? The moment right after the hard times.
Yeah, dualistic. You have to go through the
It's
shit.
you do.
Come to the light.
You do.
And then get back to the shit again. Because you won't
It's
say
a
the
constant.
good times.
It's a constant
It
shit,
is.
good. Shit,
Right?
good.
But we are retarded in this sense that even though we know that this is how life works, we tend to forget it each time. Like, let's say you're in a good space, you're in a good moment, and then some bad shit happens again, and you're like, oh, like, you should expect this. You should expect this to be coming. You know, like, are you retarded? You know that it will not last forever. The good time will not last forever. Yet you're so surprised that you're in a down moment now. You know, like, it's coming. It's always coming. It's always gonna come. We're gonna have good times and we're gonna have bad
That's what
times.
she said.
But we kind of get Alzheimer's or something. But hold on, let's play this.
2 months later,
I think we
Las
want to,
Vegas.
but yeah.
It's the big Recode
Wait, what is
computer
this?
conference. Elon Musk
same,
is their star.
fucking, simulation.
Okay.
He gets asked on the stage in Las Vegas, are we living in a simulated universe? And he says, and it's been all over the world, this quote, the odds are billions to 1 that we are in what is called a base universe.
And
meaning
even the base
natural
universe
evolution.
would be, or whatever,
And what
would
he
be
means
a
is,
simulation.
he, Elon Musk, who is the owner and the guy who keeps SpaceX and Tesla going,
Motors, that's right.
he's convinced this is a simulated universe. Okay, now, that was last year. Let's jump to last month.
Sure.
February 2017. A paper comes out in Physical Review Letters. It's a very prestigious journal. And we are living in a holographic universe. And the scientists, there's a whole group, and their reputations are on the line. And they have right in the report substantial evidence. You don't hear scientists saying it. Okay. Now, let's come to the question. What is a holographic universe?
Exactly.
You've been probably to Disney, and you've probably been in the haunted house, and you've probably seen, it can be faces, it can be people dancing. Those are holograms, and the way it's done. You take a laser, and you do actually a reference laser, and then you take another laser, and you photograph you with a laser from 2 or 3 different points of view, and you end up with an interference pattern that can be fed into a computer, and it will project out perfect replica of you using light.
Right. Even though I'm really not there, or am I?
No, you've been photographed. But here is the key. This is the key to everything that we'll discuss. The projector cannot be in the same room with the holograms.
Why not?
Mathematically, it does not work. So now, think about this. When you're at Disney and you're seeing the holograms that are out in front of you, it's being projected by something you do not see. So the magic is, here is this world that takes place in front of you, like magic.
Like magic.
Yeah, that means that whatever is projecting our reality, it's not in the same realm or space that we're in, because it can't be. It has to be outside of it. But listen, I want to say this. Even if it is a simulation, why is everybody so uncomfortable with that? Who gives a fuck? It still feels as real as we always thought it was. You know, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't matter. Actually, it helps me. If I think it's a simulation, it helps me. That means I don't have to take everything as seriously as I would had I thought it was real. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, had I not thought it was a simulation, I still...
Yeah, but if a simulation is all that we know, is it not real? Like...
Exactly. It's real because that's all we know for the time being. And I also do think, this is my personal belief, I do think, I believe in the theory that we're all God experiencing ourselves in different perspectives, because we all come from the same source. We have to be parts of God in separate forms, you know, like... Yeah.
Like I'm the pinky toe, you're the next toe over.
Part of a blob, you know?
I know what you mean.
Small parts of a thing, you know? And it's God experiencing itself. It has to be that way. I don't think we're separate from the main thing, you know?
I don't think we can be, really.
How would we be separate? Because separate would mean that we would be part of something else. And that's not possible. Everything is part of God.
It's God's the projector.
Yeah, everything is part of God. All of it. The good.
So look up
the bad.
real quick.
I'll go.
Actually, I might be able to find
Twitter,
it better than you.
Okay.
Twitter, it's one of my posts about evolution. If you just look at my shit and type in evolution, it'll come up. Because this dude makes some great fucking points. I know it's slightly off the subject of
then
simulation, but if there's a
Which
simulation...
Which one of these are...
Keep going. Scroll. It's right there. That black dude.
Okay.
Evolution is based on four major ideas. Evolution is based on four major ideas. None of them have ever been observed. Number one, that life comes from non-life. We have not one single example of life coming from non-life. Number two, that all the life forms that we have today came from single-cell life forms. Many people do not know that while we do have single-cell life forms that we call bacteria, we have no two-cell life forms. We don't have three-cell life forms. We don't have four-cell life forms. We don't even have five-cell life forms. That is, we go from single-cell bacteria to complex life forms. So there's no evidence that all life comes from single-cell life forms. The third postulate of evolution is that time and chance drive evolution forward, of course, and time works against evolution. The chance of one simple 100-unit protein coming together by accident this is a very big number. Time and chance make evolution absolutely impossible. The fourth postulate that evolution is based on is that what we see today, minor genetic variation in species, is evidence of macroevolution. So because cats are different colors, dogs are different sizes, that means that fish turned into cows. And of course, we know that that's not true because Mendel proved that all the genes that exist today, you can shuffle them around, but there are no new genes that work.
Well, can I say this? I don't believe that a fish turned into a tiger. I don't believe in that story. But I'm not fully convinced that it's not coming from one thing, because if you look at the golden ratio, it starts with 1, and 1 duplicates itself, becomes 2, and from there everything starts. I kind of do believe in the one thing either splitting itself, becoming 2, and from there everything multiplies. But
again, that would have to go back to a simulation. Evolution. But a monkey did not turn, or a chimpanzee did not turn into a man. A fucking single-celled organism didn't come out of the water. A fish didn't grow legs and turn into something else, which turned into this.
a fish was always meant to be a fish. A monkey was meant to be a monkey. You know, a crocodile was meant to, like, you can't, unless, I don't know, you somehow crossbreed
Splice them, which may be with house cats because, you know, those are weird motherfuckers.
But yeah, so I want to say I don't believe in that shit, but I kind of do see it being possible that one thing sort of splits itself, or I don't know, duplicates itself. I think that's actually what God did. God was in one state and then mirrored itself.
What I was going to say, spiraled out from there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how that works, but I kind of do see it being possible that it works like that.
But I see it happening.
How else does shit get created in God's realm? God has to do something, right? It can't just be in a singular state. It has to add something that is not the state that God is. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that changes the state, you know? I don't know how it does
It's like moving your hand. You have to change your current state in order to do that. Yeah. Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm just reaching out, man. Can we not reach out anymore? Is that what this is about?
I think
this
it is
a sign of reaching out to something.
Okay, so Trump and his claim that he's negotiating with Iran, but Iran's saying he isn't. But he's saying they're communicating with one person because they don't want him to kill them, which pretty much proves that Israel is targeting anyone who's trying to make negotiations with America. Because why would Trump say that we don't want to say his name because we're worried he would get killed? He said that in a fucking meeting. If they're not going to kill him, why would Trump say we're worried we don't want to say his name because he might get killed? Who would kill him if we didn't? The only other person would be Israel. Because you could claim, oh, he means the Iranian government. If this dude is quote unquote negotiating with them, if they would kill him if they knew, how are any of these negotiations going to mean anything?
Interesting. Where did you see that? Was that in a...
Oh, it's on Twitter. I think I even sent it to you in the group chat. I'm not positive, but it's definitely everywhere on Twitter.
Okay, it could be this. Hold on.
Mr. President.
Yep, I think it is.
Mr. President. A top person, don't forget. We've wiped out the leadership phase 1, phase 2, and largely phase 3. But we're dealing with the man who I believe is the most respected and the leader. You know, it's a little tough. We've wiped out everybody.
They've wiped out.
No, not the Supreme Leader. We don't. Well, nobody heard of the second Supreme Leader, the son. We have not heard from the son. Every once in a while you'll see a statement made, but we haven't. We don't know if he's living. But the people that seem to be running it, and they seem that based on really fact, because things they've said have taken place.
Mr. President,
again.
Mr. President, I know you've deployed.
Because I don't want him to be killed. Okay,
oh.
I don't want him to be killed.
Mr. President, you've deployed.
Nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants that job right now. You know, nobody's exactly looking forward to being the head of that particular country. But perhaps we'll be able to solve that problem.
Because you would think that if Trump said, "Listen, don't touch this motherfucker. We're gonna talk to this motherfucker. Don't touch him," that would be final, right?
Just like Trump said, we're not going to bomb any oil fields for 5 days. And what did Israel do immediately after? They bombed oil fields. Immediately after. Within hours.
That means that sometimes Trump has to withhold information from them.
Our greatest ally? Why would you have to withhold information from our greatest ally, bro?
Either way, though, isn't that a sign that it's not all, roses between them? Meaning, like if Trump has to withhold some stuff, then that relationship isn't as good as we think it is, that everybody claims it is between Trump.
Yeah,
and
but I mean,
Bye-bye.
dudes hide stuff from their wives, wives hide stuff from their dudes, and they still stay together. So I just need to see more. I just need to see more, man. More men. I need to see more.
You want to see more men? All right. But this was from today.
To be kidding. What? Operation Epic Fury. I love that name. And it's very appropriate.
This is the most relaxed
fucking commercial.
Son of a bitch.
Hold on. There we go.
Place, if you know. And
Get the fuck
They
out
got
of
you.
here. What the fuck?
in Iran, because we knocked out their Navy, we knocked out their Air Force, we knocked out their anti-aircraft, we knocked out everything. And we did it with fury, actually. As I announced earlier, based on preliminary conversations between the United States and Iran over the past 2 days, I've directed the Department of War to temporarily postpone planned strikes against major energy and electricity targets in Iran. They have very, very big, new, actually, and very expensive, billions of dollars it costs to build them. One missile, one of our powerful ones, and it comes down to the ground like it was made out of dust. But to determine whether a broader agreement can be reached, we've had very good discussions, very, very good discussions. And you have to understand, I know my whole life has been a negotiation, but with Iran, we've been negotiating for a long time. And this time, they mean business. And it's only because of the great job that our military did is the reason they mean business. They want to settle, and we're going to get it done, I hope. So, hopefully this will be possible, but no matter what, we'll ensure that Iran never obtains a nuclear weapon. They can't have a nuclear weapon. They would have had one if we allowed the Obama deal to stand. That was the Iran nuclear deal, they called it. They would have had one. Marshall III. But I'll tell you what, Martha, we would have nuclear weapons up there when, would you say, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or 4 years ago?
Nukes are fake.
We would have been in a position that nobody wants to be in. We won't allow ourselves to be in that position. Over the past 3 weeks, the United States military and our partners have been decimating Iran's military capabilities with overwhelming firepower, skill, lethality, and force, and we're destroying their ballistic missiles and drones programs with launchers down by more than 90%. We're hitting their launchers at a level that nobody even thought of before. 90%. They can't launch them, and they don't have very many of them because most of them have been annihilated. But we've annihilated their defense industrial base, eliminating their Navy. We had 158 ships that down. I said to my people, why didn't you capture the ship? I said, were they good or not? They said, they were great, sir. So why didn't you capture it? We could have used them. They said, it's more fun to put them at the bottom of the sea. But they're not there anymore. So we eliminated their Navy, Pete, right? And that's gone. We eliminated their Air Force. We eliminated all of their air defense, everything. We eliminated everything there is to eliminate, and we eliminated them. We eliminated their leaders. We had the first set of leaders. They're gone. Then they met, 88 people met. And it's sad. I mean, it's sad they couldn't have made a deal. We could have made a deal with them a long time ago. Then the second set, 88 people met to pick a new leader. And they're now extinguished. And then they're meeting again. But now nobody wants to be the leader. It's one of the few political jobs that nobody wants anywhere in the world. Nobody wants it. It's a very dangerous job. My job is dangerous, too, but their job is worse. In other words, we're systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America. They're not threatening us anymore. As Commander-in-Chief, it's my sacred responsibility to protect our country from all threats. For decades, Iran refused every opportunity to renounce its nuclear ambitions, and in recent months, its own negotiators bragged to our representatives about having enough material to make nuclear weapons. And that was supposed to deter me, but it didn't deter. It made me more anxious, and it just made it much more important. This mission that we're all on together was much more important, and we did it quicker. Iran's missile capabilities were also growing so fast that it would soon have become virtually impossible to stop them. Once they have a missile, once they have what they were building was incredible. And you got a little glimpse of it by the fact
so
that
you believe in
when they came out, they started shooting all of their neighbors. Their neighbors weren't fighting with them. They were getting along okay with their neighbors. And I was surprised. Everybody was surprised. And it actually worked in reverse because their neighbors then turned against them. Now Iran has one more opportunity to end its threats to America and our allies, and we hope they take it.
Hold on, you shitting on my man? Are you shitting on my man? Look at this. You've probably seen this, Ted. the old video from his first term when he talked about Netanyahu. Have you seen that?
I don't know till I see
I think
it.
there's a chance that you could pre-show our crew.
We go.
It just never ends. But the key is a lasting peace. If we have a lasting peace, first thing you have to ask, do they both want to make it? I have a real question as to whether or not both sides wants to make it. I have a real
He's talking about Netanyahu and some other dude.
question as to one side in particular, whether or not they want to make it. Well, I don't want to say that right now. I think one side actually would like a deal, and I think the other one maybe doesn't want a deal, to be honest. I don't want to say it. No. Look,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
we show our cards too much in the I wrote the art of the deal. We show our cards too much. So if I get into that, I don't want to say this and that, and then they'll come and they'll say, well, Trump is biased one way or the other. I think there's a chance that you could probably make a deal if you had a real deal maker, if you had somebody that knew what he or she was doing. In my opinion, if Israel wants to make a deal, I think a deal could be made. I think a lot is going to do with Israel, and look, it's going to have to do with both sides, but a lot will have to do with Israel and whether or not Israel wants to make the deal.
Look now. Hold on.
So why does Trump sound like the most reasonable candidate for president on this issue right now?
Nu är det mega-rea.
Fuck, hold on. This latter part of the clip, he will say, look.
Look.
Fucking thing, man.
After the fucking commercials for weight
And
loss
these
drugs
games, have you
and
seen
video
these
games? Yes, I see them every time I try to
Fucking
watch a
cheap-ass
YouTube video.
game.
I mean, it's a
Cheap-ass
low
game.
bar, but he just vaunted over it by virtue of not saying the lockstep Zionist horseshit that even RFK Jr. says. So this is what I've been saying about Trump. His flex is to find a deal. It's like, let's find a deal. And he's saying one side doesn't want that deal. Which side do you think that is? Well, here he's going to reveal it here.
He wanted to make a deal more than Netanyahu. And I will be honest, I had a great meeting with him, Abbas, right? I had a great meeting with him. And we spent a lot of time together, talked about many things. And it was almost like a father. I mean, he was so nice. Couldn't have been nicer. And after meeting with Bibi for 3 minutes, I looked at him and said, you don't want to make a deal, do you? And he said, well, and the fact is, I don't think Bibi ever wanted to make a deal. Why? I thought the Palestinians were impossible, that the Israelis would do anything to make peace and a deal. I found that not to be true.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird thing to say if you're all in with the BB guy.
But when was that from?
His first term.
So quite a while ago. We got to look at actions now.
But it wasn't too long ago, a year or two, that he posted the video about somebody saying something about BB. He's like a piece of shit. He wants war all the time. Trump posted that on Truth Social, something about somebody talking shit about BB wanting war all the time, or some shit like that. I don't remember exactly. People in the chat probably seen it. It's been reposted.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just, I don't know. You know the old saying, actions speak louder than words. That whole thing.
If you think nukes are fake, can you at least then say we are over there for a different... Oh, absolutely. I never thought it was because of, the nukes. They're just using that as a simple explanation for people to just eat up.
3 weeks away, bro. They're 3 weeks away.
Yeah, I don't buy that shit.
For 30 years. Come on.
If it wasn't for the internet, everyone would have been eating Trump's crap on TV. What do you mean by that? Are you talking shit, Deliverix? Is that what you're doing? Commercials from another dimension.
Are you talking shit?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he is talking shit.
Oh, shit. I can't take that. This is all mystery coded language. Satan Yao.
I'm late, but I'm here. What's up, Flat Bob? I'm sure he has many great meetings. Listen, you have to understand, Trump is a major chess player, man. He just said it. You can't show your cards. And that is true. You can't show your cards. Trump
Yeah,
is,
that works
I
both
think,
ways, though.
What do you mean?
You can't show your cards if you're an evil bastard either. Trying to fuck things up and lead people into something.
That's
you don't
true
show your
too.
cards
See,
then
it's
either.
dualistic. It is either that or what I'm saying. Yeah. He's either evil or he's good. I'm
One or
willing
the
to
other.
think it's good. Yeah, I'm willing to think it's good. You know? And, you know, if I'm wrong, I don't care too much. It's like, all right, so what? We're fucked. Okay. And we're fucked and I was wrong. What does that matter? We're all
But we're
doomed
already
anyway.
fucked. No one's going to focus on the fact that you're fucked. Or that you were wrong because we're all
Yeah.
fucked. It's just
Yeah.
gone.
What does it matter anyway? We're heading toward the slaughtery. So what? I can be wrong for a few hours or whatever, or days or years or whatever.
You're like, yeah, you're getting ready to get your head chopped off. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah, but I got everything to gain if I'm right. So I'll take
The
that.
truth comes out.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. Trump was more off the cuff first term, but is totally controlled this time. Maybe that's what he wants you to think.
Or maybe that's the truth.
Yeah,
Dualistic.
but maybe he wants you to think that's the truth. Stream feeds are back up now. What do you mean?
On Rumble and all that we're down. Now they're back up.
Rumble is retarded. They're over there because Iran doesn't have Rothschild. I don't know, man. I mean,
Well,
the mullahs are not great people.
I agree, but also Iran is one of the countries that doesn't allow usury and doesn't have the Rothschild banks. So there's that. But, you know, they also make women cover up their beauty. So fuck them.
Yeah. And you know what's weird? I just saw this clip. This is the president of Iran. Not that means too much. But
I was going to say,
here
what? Who? The president? All right. The fuck does that? They have a president? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. They have a president, but you know, a few days ago he made a video talking about the Iranian New Year, and he looked so fucking down and miserable. Like, anyways, this is him talking about. This is weird because this is him talking about. Let me read. The president of the Iran.
Can't believe I didn't even know they had a president.
The president
And
of
that this is the
Iran.
first I'm hearing from or about him.
Yeah,
There's a
and what he's
fucking
about-
war going on in your country, bro, and no one's heard from you? What the fuck?
So the president of Iran is a big fan of the Shah, which is before the mullahs, which is also retarded. Why? How is he a big fan of the Shah? And how can he come out and say that? Because wouldn't that have him killed by the mullahs? Anyways,
Yeah.
he's a big fan of the Shah and misses the glory days under the monarchy. In an interview, Masoud Pezeshkian said that before the revolution, even Turkish visitors envied Iran's roads under the king's era, while today on a 100-kilometer stretch they build 70 to 80 tunnels and Iran celebrates building just 4. He also said that before 1979, as a soldier in Zahedan, his monthly salary could buy a Honda motorcycle, but now as a highly specialized heart surgeon and a professor, 3 months of income isn't enough to afford one. Even the regime's own president is openly acknowledging the scale of the decline under the Islamic Republic. This is weird.
زمان قبل از انقلاب ترکیه وقتی میمدن ایران حسرت جاده
So this is the
Can you
president.
confirm this translation?
Yes, I know well enough to confirm that he's saying.
حسرت جاده های ایران رو میخوردن
برن نگاه کنم ببینن در یه جاده 100 کیلومتر 120 کیلومتری نزدیک 70 80 تا تونل زدن. ما 4 تا تونل میزنیم افتخار. من قبل
He said, "Ma charta tunnel." That means we built 4 tunnels and we're celebrating, while they built like 80 to 100.
Yeah.
I don't know.
انقلاب سرباز بودم، سپاه ترویج بودم در ظاهر.
And here he says, before the revolution, I was a soldier.
انقلاب سرباز بودم. من قبل انقلاب سرباز بودم، سپاه ترویج بودم در زاهدان، زابل، همش به من 1800 تومان پول میدادن.
And he said they gave me this amount of money.
موتور هوندا 1250 تومان بود.
You could hear the motor of the Honda was that price.
الان من استاد تمام پزشکی ام، فوق تخصصم جراح قلب.
And he says now if you're a surgeon or a professor,
با حقوق 3 ماه هم یه دونه موتور
even with a salary saved up for 3 months,
هوندا نمیتونم. زمان
I can't buy a Honda engine.
Yeah. Yes, Vince is Persian.
Yeah, but my Persian is like very bad, but I can still understand somewhat.
Now we just need a sign language girl.
Yeah, and then this was the initial tweet that he tweeted, Trump. I'm pleased to report that the United States of America and the country of Iran. This is interesting because he's not saying the regime of Iran. He says, and the country of Iran, have had over the last 2 days very good and productive conversations regarding a complete and total resolution of our hostilities in the Middle East based on the tenor and tone of these in-depth, detailed, and constructive conversations, which, this is funny.
Which is spelled wrong.
Right? It's spelled with, what the
witch,
fuck?
like a witch.
I lost it. I lost it. Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, look, Ted Logan's streaming. That's crazy.
That's interesting. It should be everywhere, man. It just came out. What is this? Oh, this is old. Anyway, so he was saying which was weird that he spelled it that way.
Yep. He makes no mistakes, bro.
Which is he talking about?
Hillary. Always Hillary.
Hillary or Abramovich, right?
Oh, Abramovich. That's great. Is that it?
No.
No. Oh, you son of a cock.
What the fuck? What if I do this? Trump, Iran.
Oh, Lord, that's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which will continue throughout the week. I have instructed the Department of War to postpone any and all military strikes against Iranian power plants and energy infrastructure for a 5-day period, subject to the success of the ongoing meetings and discussions. So,
hold on, put it back full screen for 1 second. Okay, I was just checking. So, people can say, oh, they were using talk to text through that. It's in all caps.
Yeah. No. You know, he has a secretary that literally listens to him.
My point is, which is spelled wrong. It's not talk to text spelling which wrong. That was typed in because talk to text doesn't do all caps. I mean, I guess you could say all caps and do it. Either way, that was intentionally left in there. They definitely read through it. The point is, they left which spelled that way on purpose for some reason. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah. And let me just say this. So he says, for 5 days, we won't do shit to those power plants. Do you?
And then
think
Israel immediately bombs them after that.
But if they did, what would happen then? Would Trump be pissed at them?
Well, they already did. It happened.
Not this one.
Yes.
No. The power
after
plant thing.
What I saw was, even after Trump said a ceasefire for 5 days, Israel immediately bombs oil fields.
But is that the same as the power plant?
he was talking about not bombing anything that affected energy and oil prices and all that.
Yeah, but the power plant thing is like if they destroy that, he said it takes like 10 something years to build back.
Yeah, no, that's not that. But my point is, he was talking about not bombing any of their infrastructure and all of that. And Israel immediately did it right after. Started bombing.
That was a few days ago, right?
No. I think it was
Today.
since he put that out. Since he put out the thing.
Hold on, we have to check that. What the fuck is that? How do we check that? Iran?
Good
Israel.
question.
Shit moves too quickly, man.
It does. It moves very fucking quickly. Let me see.
Just in. I don't see anything.
I swear I saw it earlier. I'm not making it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it was. But it was.
All I see is they say that Iran attacked Israel again or something with cluster.
Good for them.
Cluster stuff. Well,
I mean, I find it.
Hold on. Israel struck a gas pipeline supplying a power plant in Horam
There you go.
Shar. If this is true, I don't know who the fuck this is. This account, but okay.
It's a bunch of stuff.
Hold on. What is this? U.S. and Israel launched major attack on Iran. That's 17 hours ago. But what is this? What is Bill saying?
Who the hell knows? It's just a bunch of explosions. Oh, Bill. He said I'm a Muslim sympathizer because you're on the show.
Why?
Hashtag MAGA. Because you're Muslim, bro. He letting
Fuck
you on.
no. Fuck no. I'm nothing. I do not align to any religion. Okay, so.
Yeah, I don't know where to find it, but either way, we're already fucking overtime. So you'll see it. If it's real, you'll see it coming up. It'll say Israel bombed, blah, blah, blah. But all the stuff I'm seeing is old. There's nothing new. So maybe there was a lie in there. Who knows? But I definitely 100% saw a post that shortly after Trump says blah, blah, blah. Israel bombs oil, blah, blah, blah. So who knows?
Why are we there? Hey, listen, some say that Iran was part of the, deep state plans to use as I don't know, something to create world war. I don't know what the fuck.
I feel like they're intentionally trying to steer people away from seeing it, because I literally typed in Israel bombs and it's like stuff from months ago coming up.
Yeah.
They're like not letting me see anything new.
Politics is more of a simulation than reality.
That's entirely possible. All of it.
All right. So I guess maybe tomorrow or in the next days we will find out if...
we'll see. We'll see what the iCountry's doing after that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com where you got 7+ podcasts. All the episodes come out early, plus you got tons of bonus content for the paid subscribers. Go check it out. We appreciate everybody who does. And check out canambullion.com where you can get your gold, silver, platinum coins, bars, bullion. Vince loves Trump. That's why this screen's still up. You can do all of that. Don't forget to check it out. Also, I forgot on the Substack, check out our merch store. Go buy something, help us out. do what we do so we can do what we do. Keep it going.
Canambullion.com. Canambullion.com to get your gold, silver coins, and bars and all that good stuff.
And bullion. Bullion. That's a fun word to say. Bullion.
It is.
Bullion. Say bullion. It's like by bullion.
It got bully in it.
Yeah, it's fun. Bully. It's fun either way. It's fun. It just rolls off the lips. Bullion. Bullion. Good night, everybody. Bullion. Bullion. And I'm bullion. Bullion. Bullion.